Invisibility. In today's video I'm going to show you how to turn yourself invisible and how to use magic to make other things around you invisible. It's going to require some concentration and a lot of magical power, but if you're up for it, let's do it. By the end of this video you'll be able to simply wave your hand over an object and it'll vanish completely. But to begin with, you'll need to use a wand or some kind of object to point with. I'll teach you the incantation that you'll need, and we can even use a small ritual to summon the power, so hang around until the end for some awesome skills that only advanced wizards can employ. Okay, so subscribe right now, click that bell button to turn on notifications, grab a notepad if you need to as well, and let's get into it right after this. Hi, welcome back to Real World Magic, where we make your life more magical. My name's Neil, I'm going to be your magical teacher, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to turn stuff invisible. And that includes you. Okay, so in this magic lesson we need to start small. So I took a small strand of straw that I used from the packaging of my items in my shop, link in the description by the way, and we're going to turn that completely invisible. The spell we're going to cast is called Innocuous, and it can be said either out loud or non-verbally like I just did. Let's start by using a wand. If you don't have a wand, we can use another method in a moment, but just watch this. We start by just waving our magic wand over whatever it is we're vanishing, and we feel a surge of energetic power flowing up through your arm, and then you release it all in one go. The straw vanishes. You can still pick it up though. You see that? And to show it's still there, you can even move paper using this straw. Look. Right, let's level up a bit. Now that you can make small objects vanish, remember that it might take a while to focus the energy to do that. Let's just try something a little bit bigger. I'm going to use this small model of Professor Snape from Harry Potter. It's made of vulcanized rubber, and that's good because rubber is one single bonded molecule, so it should make it a little bit easier to vanish. If you don't have a model like this, try using a rubber band or something similar. Just point your wand. You don't need to move it much to begin with. Just feel the energy surge through your arm and the statue is gone. Now we need to bring this one back to visibility, and the way to do that is to imagine the shadow first and where the statue was. Imagine that space being filled again. Again, point the wand and... Okay, so next up, let's try it without the wand. Place the wand just there like that, and we'll make this Harry Potter figurine vanish. Watch this. Now, as before, imagine the model disappearing. As we wave our dominant or wand hand, and for me it's my right hand, cup the hand slightly to help to focus the energy. Wave that over the figure, and as you do, the figure will just stop being visible, like this. Again, you can see that this takes up physical space by flicking it over, and so it makes the table wobble. See? Next we can move on to more difficult stuff, namely moving stuff. Before we move on to organic moving stuff, we can practice on inanimate moving stuff, namely this pen. I'll roll it from one side of the desk to the other, and we can make it vanish as it crosses the line. Again, use the wands to create the beam of banishment, as it were, and we can then roll the pen from one side of the desk to the other, like this. Start by casting the beam, and now just roll the pen through the beam. Okay, good. Next, we need to do this while moving the wand, just to make it harder. So to cast the beam, you hold the magic wand like this, imagine the energy surging through your arm, and place it on the table, leave one finger holding it like this, and just say innocuous. While it's on the table and you're touching it, provided you're holding the wand at the same time as feeling that energy surging through your arm, it still will work. And now just roll the pen through the beam. Okay, good. And repeat the steps again for making it reappear. If, by the way, at any point you need to rewind this video to watch it again, to find out how to make things visible again, just rewind the video and watch that again. Now, we're going to roll the pen, and as we do so, we cast the spell, because we're going to try and hit a moving object this time. 1, 2, 3, innocuous. Very good. Now we can move on to more complex things. We can use the non-dominant hand. This one is my left. If you have a smartwatch like I do, please remove it because electricity can cause magic to go slightly awry. Point the magic wand at your non-dominant hand and, as before, imagine all of the moving parts. Try to keep your hand as still as you can, but imagine the blood moving. Cast the spell as before, and when you're ready, 1, 2, 3, innocuous. Very good. And now the hand has vanished entirely. Remember that it is still there and might still start to feel a little bit odd. When you pick things up using your invisible hand, you may find that moving elements like the bones, blood and ligaments mean that you can actually see through the things that you're holding or affecting. And this is why an invisibility cloak might be a bit easier to work with at times. But this spell is particularly good if you need quick concealment. Next is the most advanced version of this spell, the whole body vanishing. Again, we can use a wand if necessary, but it can also be done just through concentration. One can just sit here and the same in reverse. And there you have it. So practice it yourself and you'll soon find that your own invisibility prowess will begin to improve. If you like this video, remember to click that like button, subscribe for more of this kind of thing, and if you do subscribe, remember to ding the bell so that you're informed next time I upload anything. You can become a member of this channel, support me on Patreon or PayPal, and visit my shop too, and all of the links are down in the description. A big shout out to my existing members and patrons. You guys are amazing and I love you all. I'll be back next Wednesday with some more magical awesomeness, but until next time, as always, stay magical. When you can pick things up using your invisible hand, you may find that the moving elements like the blones?
Please subscribe to Real World Magic. While you're there, click the bell button to be notified of future uploads, and have a look at all of my social stuff. Remember to donate on Patreon if you really liked it, and I'll see you again next week.